Hi everyone, so today it is 4:21 in the morning. We tried to tire the puppies out a little more before bed and it seems to have worked. Today I'm going to talk about my top 3 and my bottom 3 roles a little bit. My top 3 roles are costuming operations, attractions, and merchandise. Costuming operations is the number 1 role that I want because it seems to be the closest one to doing actual theater work. I was the wardrobe manager for one show and just on the wardrobe crew for another one, so I've kind of already worked in that vein. And Walt Disney World combines cast and entertainment costuming, so I think it would be cool to be able to do both because Disneyland separates them, so you'd either have to do one or the other. But it also isn't a very popular role and they don't put a whole lot of people in it, so I know that it's not something that I might get because of that. But I'm still holding out hope for it. I plan on applying either the day of or the day after Appstraw. Attractions is the one that I want to do next. I think it'd be really cool to be able to operate rides and interact with guests in that way. I know it's not the one where you can interact a whole lot with guests at a certain point because of safety. If you're talking to them while you're trying to operate the ride, you're going to do something you shouldn't be, and that doesn't really bother me. And then merchandise is the role that I want next. I currently already work as a cashier, so I have a little bit of background there. And obviously where I work now is a small store, so it's not going to compare to Disney's profits in any way. What we make in a day is probably what they make in an hour at one store. So, and our cash register there isn't like a scanner one, it's one where you have to punch in the numbers by yourself, which obviously Disney does not have. That system would slow everything down completely. But having worked on that register and going to another one, obviously there are going to be issues with both systems, but learning to use the scanner will be faster than trying to punch it in myself. And then for my bottom 3 roles, it's most of the ones that they ask you about that are high needs: lifeguarding, quick service food and beverage, and custodial. So lifeguarding is a role that I do not want because I am not comfortable in the water. I hate being in the water, not in my own terms. And I just kind of hate chlorine a lot, so I wouldn't really be happy in that role. I'm also not that great of a swimmer, so that would not work out very well. And then quick service food and beverage is not a role I want because a lot of food they serve is kind of meat-based and I'm a vegan, so I don't really want to be handling food for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. That's not something that would be fun for me. And then the last role is custodial. A lot of people really enjoy this role, but I feel like I would not do very well in it. Picking up trash all day doesn't seem like a role I would enjoy, and the occasional vomit pickup is not something I would enjoy, which attractions is something that could also happen at, but I'm kind of ignoring that and hoping it doesn't happen. It will. And then some of the other roles that I think would be interesting to have would be PhotoPass. I've looked into Convention Guide. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't think it would be the worst thing, but I've heard that it's hard to get hours. I'm not sure if that is true or not. And then housekeeping is the other role that they ask about that's high needs. I feel like I wouldn't have issues doing it. You kind of work on your own and go at your own pace, but you have to make sure that your rooms are done before you can clock out. And I don't think that I would be miserable in that role, so I'm putting that as low interest because I don't really want to do it, but I feel like I could if I had to. And I don't think there were any other roles I'm really interested in. It's important to be a little picky when you're filling out your application because if you put high interest for everything, they might think you're not taking it seriously. Can you? Shh. If you put high interest for everything, they think you might be not taking it seriously enough, because how could you possibly be interested in every single role that they have to offer? If you have like high interest for 5 and low for 5 and moderate for 5, and then you've got a couple that you're not interested in, I feel like that's better because it shows that you've thought about the roles and what you would be able to actually do and actually enjoy. But that is my top and bottom 3 Hopefully I will get one of them. But I will let y'all know what happens. So, have a good morning. Bye.